going on, everybody? So I want to do a couple of last drafts. The first draft is what I think the Chargers were really into, what I think they will make those picks as, and then also the next draft will be my picks of my favorite players at those positions that were available at that time. So the Chargers would end up going with, in my opinion, Gray Zabel, the tackle out of North Dakota State, who could play center. Then they would go with the interior defensive lineman, Omar Norman Lotz, and then safety Kevin Winston Jr. So a lot of those guys have crazy traits, and that's what the Chargers look at. So I think that's the draft they would go in their mock. And then my mock would be Malachi Starks, the safety from Georgia, the running back Cam Scatterbo in the second round, and then the interior defensive lineman CJ West from Indiana. And of course, we both ended up with an A grade, but my players were a little bit rated higher, so I guess I could go with my mock draft in this scenario. And then when it comes to the Hall of Fame game for the Chargers, yes, they're playing against Detroit on July 31st, so that's pretty interesting. Looks like Matthew Golden, the Texas wide receiver, did visit the Chargers, and then running back from USC, Woody Marks, and then also the edge from USC, Jamil Muhammad, met and interviewed with the Chargers, so that's pretty cool. Then Fox Sports did a top 10 of the best picks of the 2024 NFL Draft, and Chargers had 2 on there, and Ladd McConkey at 6 and Joe Alt at 9. So yes, the future looks bright for my LA Chargers, and Joe Ortiz and Jim Harbaugh selecting these guys, so hopefully they can do it again this year and knock it out the park. Of course, since the draft is today, I kind of had to do one final mock draft right before it starts within a couple of hours just to see who else I can get. And yeah, some players that ended up falling, like Jahad Campbell and a couple other guys, but I felt they aren't going to really fall in the real draft tonight. So I ended up going with Walter Nolan, the interior defensive lineman from Ole Miss. And then in the second round, I went with the running back from Iowa, Caleb Johnson, a very big guy. And then also in the third round, I ended up going with Jared Wilson, who is a center from Georgia. So some pretty good overall picks there. Addressed a lot of necessary needs and fits that the Chargers need to fill up in their roster right now. So either way, I'll be happy with this final mock draft, or even the one I did the other day would have Malachi Starks and all that stuff to CJ West going in the third round. So either way, a couple of nice final mock drafts and this video off. So thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Let's go Bolts.